Hello and welcome, friend. So today we are going to talk about number system, and like in the few previous session, we were talking about different concepts on number system. Today we are going to talk about in another one of the key concepts on number system, and we'll solve few problems around that. So today we are going to talk about the topic on finding last digits. So how to find out the last digit of a number? Is there a pattern to it? Is there a formula to it? Or is there something that you can remember which you can leverage irrespective of the type of the problem? We'll understand that, and that will be about today's session. And in the next session, we are going to talk about remainder theorems, and that will possibly be the last topic of number system before we move to the problems on number system. So, like we did a series of conceptual videos on number system, solve few relevant problems around each of those concepts. But we will do a complete deep dive into problems of number system once we cover the next session, which is on remainder theorem. So this is, you can think of a second last session of number system. If you have not seen the previous videos, I highly recommend you go through the description box of this video, and then I'll put the links and the playlist. You can go through one after the other. This is one of the key area of your CAT exam, and every year invariably there are at least 3 problems come from number system. So, and this is one area which requires some amount of effort from your side to understand the nuances, understand different concepts, and that's how we are trying to build it. So finding last digits, for example, you may have seen a lot of problem like let's say 7321 to the power 567. What is the last digit of this number? This is a very common type of problem that comes in CAT or any other MBA entrance exams. I have seen this in NMAT, IFT, and to some extent SNAP as well. If you see this problem, how will you find out? Obviously, there is no easy way to calculate unless you know the pattern or the approach to solve this kind of problem. So let's take a step back. I'll come back to this problem in a while, but let's take a step back and see if there is a pattern. So before solving the pattern, let's see uh, what we know. Digit, uh, any number, can have one of the ending digit, which can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or obviously 0. For 0, but with the power that will not change. Let's say 1 to 9. And what happens to 0? I'll show you. But 0 for every time, if you do ending digit will be 0. No matter what power you raise it to, the ending digit will always be 0. But now, let's say this is the digit ending. Okay. Now, if you have powers or indices, let's say you have power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say a digit ending with 1 has a power of 1. A digit ending with 2 has a power of 2. So if this is the matrix we can build, this is the matrix we can build. Let's see how we can fare in this. Okay, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Why I stopped at 6, you will get to know that. But yeah, so what we can see is, so 1 and power digit ending 1 and power ending 1, how we should read? Say 1 to the power 1. A number ending with 1, let's say the number is 0, 1, and with a power of 1, what should be the last digit here? Last digit will be 1, 1 to the power 1. What is the ending digit of a number? Let's say 11 square, 121, 11 to the power 1, 11 So 1 square is also 1. 1 cube is 1. 1 to the power 4 is 1. 1 to the power 5 is 1. 6 is 1. Everything is 1. Okay. Now, if I talk about a particular concept, if I talk about a particular concept, the cyclicity of the last digit being 1. If a number ending with 1, a digit ending with 1, what is the cyclicity of the last digit it is rotating? So the cyclicity here is 1 because after it is same for every number. So every power. 1 to the power 1 is 1, 1 squared is 1, 1 cube is 1. So everywhere it's 1 only. So the cyclicity of the last digit is only is 1 because 1 to the power 1 is 1, 1 squared is 1, 1 cube is 1. So the same number, same last digit keeps on coming. But when what happens when it 2? 2 to the power 1 is 2, 2 squared is 4, 2 to the power 3 is 8, 2 to the power 4 is 16. 16 means last digit will be 6. 2 to the power 5, 32. 2 last digit, 2 to the power 6, 64 again. So what we can see is it is kind of repeating a pattern 2, 4, 8, 6, and then again 2, 4. And if you see 2 to the power 7 is 128, 2 to the power 8 is 256. So again for 7, the last digit is 8. For 8, the last digit is 6. So basically it is following a pattern of 2, 4, 8, 6, 2, 4, 8, 6 continuously. Okay. So the cyclicity here is 4. So after every fourth number, the same last digit repeats. So 2, then 4, 8, 6, and then again 2. So 2 to the power 1 will have the same last digit as 2 to the power 5. 2 to the power 5 will have the same last digit as 2 to the power 9. So at a gap of 4 numbers, the same last digit repeats. So that's where the cyclicity concept coming in. For 1, we have seen at a gap of 1 number. So 1 to the power 1, same as 1 to the power 2, same as 1 to the power 3. So at a gap of 1 numbers, 1 power, when I say 1 number, that means at a gap of 1 difference in power, your last digit repeats. For 2, at a gap of 4 at a gap of 4 between 2 numbers in power, the last digit repeats. So we can say 2 to the power 1 is same as 2 to the power 5, same as 2 to the power 9, same as 2 to the power 13. Okay. Now for 3, what we have for 3, 3 to the power 1 is 3. 3 squared is 9, 3 cube is 27, 3 to the power 4 is 81, 3 to the power 5 is again 243. Again 3 to the power 6 is 729, again 9. So if you see that again after a gap of 4 numbers, 3 to the power 1, 3 to the power 5, 3 to the power 9, everything is same. 3 to the power 2, 3 to the power 6, 3 to the power 10 will be same. 3 to the power 3, 3 to the power 7, 3 to the power 11 will all be same. So that way we can say it is also as a cyclicity of 4. For 4, 4 to the power 1 is 4. 4 squared is 16, 4 cube is 64, 4 to the power 4 is 256, 4 to the power 5 is again 1024, 4 to the power 6 is again ending with 6. So if you do this, the cyclicity here is 2. So 4 to the power 1 is same as 4 to the power 3, same as 4 to the power 5. So at a gap of 2 numbers in the power, your same last digit reappears. For 5, it's all 5. 5 to the power 1, 5, 5 squared, 25, 5 cube, 125. All these are 5. So again, the cyclicity is 1. Okay. Now 6. 6, how you calculate 6 to the power 1, 6. 6 squared, 36. 6 cube, 216. 6 to the power 4 is again 6. So 6 is also at a cyclicity of 1. Because whenever you multiply 6 with 6, you will get 6 only. Okay. 6 to the power 1 is 6, 6 square 36, 6 cube 216, 6, 4 is I think 1296. So basically you get all the last digit as 6. 7, 7 to the power 1, 7, 7 square 49. So ending digit 9, 7 cube 7 cube is your 343 ending digit 3. 7 to the power 4. If you do, you see last digit is 1. Again, you do 7 to the power 5 and last digit is 7. 7 to the power 6, last digit is 9. You can calculate and see that. So 7 also repeats itself after every four differences in power, after every fourth value in power. So that means the cyclicity is 4. For 8, 8 to the power 1, 8, 8 square is 64, 8 cube is 512, then 8 to the power 4 is 8 to the power 4. Yeah, something like 2 to the power 12. So 4096. So this is 6. 8 to the power 4 is 6. If you see 8 to the power 5 is again 8. 8 to the power 6 is again 4. So here the cyclicity is 4 because after every fourth digit, 8 to the power 1 is same as 8 to the power 5. After every fourth value in the power, your same digit reappears. For 9, 9 to the power 1 is 9. 9 square is 81. 9 cube is 729. 9 cube is again 1, 9, 1. So you see every two digit, it is kind of reappearing. So what we can see is there is one way you can remember which number has what cyclicity and then calculate. So let's say I give you 25 to the power 6, you kind of calculate, or let's say I give you 23 to the power 6, you calculate, okay, what the last digit here is 3. What is 3 to the power 6? So 3 to the power 6, 3 has a cyclicity of 4. So 3 to the power 6 will be same as 3 square, and 3 square is same as the last digit is 9. So it is same as the last digit of 3 to the power 6. 3 to the power 6 has a last digit of 9, and from there you can do that. So now for that, you have to kind of uh, you have to kind of understand what is basically is your cyclicity, and remember that. If you understand the concept of cyclicity well, you see 4 is the maximum power, maximum cyclicity of any given number's last digit. So can we say um, after every fourth digit, the same last digit will reappear for sure. So after every fourth digit, the same last digit will reappear for sure. When I say for sure means irrespective of whatever is your ending digit, your last digit will be same after every fourth digit, after every fourth number. Okay. So then we can basically break it into 4n plus 1, the powers 4n plus 2 or 4n plus 3. So basically, what I'm trying to say is instead of 23 to the power 6, if someone give you 23 to the power 61, how we are going to do that? So 23 to the power 61, we know it is basically 23 to the power 15 into 4 plus 1. So this is typically a 4n plus 1 format. This is typically a 4n plus 1 format. So basically what I did 61 divided by 4, and see 15 is the maximum now times a 4 can go inside 61. So 15 into 4 and the remainder is 1. So if this is going to be the same last digit as 23 to the power 1, or we'll say 3 to the power 1, or the last digit will be 3. Because after 4n, every last digit repeats itself. You take with any number. So 4n plus 1 will be the same as the last digit of that number to the power 1. So if I write x to the power 4n, we'll have the same x to the power 4n plus 2, same last digit as x to the power 2. Because after every 4n, it will repeat. So x to the power 4n plus 2 will have the same last digit of x square. So if there is a number, it will have the same last digit as your what is the remainder when divided by 4n. Let's take the first example that we started with. So what we started with this number 7321567. Looks complicated, but it's not actually. So if I see 7321 to the power 567, firstly, if it is a power, last digit is one of a number, then one units digit is one, I'll say, then it's same as 1 to the power 567. Now 1 is having a cyclicity of 1, so you know whatever you multiply with, you will always get 1. But even if you don't remember that, you can just as well divide 567 by 4. So 4 14s are 56, 7 comes, 4 ones are 4, so 3 is my remainder. So this is 1 to the power 4 into 141 plus 3. It is same as 1 cube, or the last digit is 1. Let's take another number. So let's take, let's say 568 to the power, let's say 737. I'm just taking a random number. Okay. Now, again, the first step is divide 737 by 4. So 737, if I divide by 4, 4 18s are 72, and 7 comes, 4 ones are 4, so 3. Okay, so 3 is the remainder. So this I can say 568, 4 into 181 plus 3, or we can say same as 8 to the power 4n plus 3. Now it is same as 8 to the power 3. 8 to the power 3, last digit is 2. Okay. So you possibly need to remember this tabular format, but you still not, I won't suggest you to remember, because at least you don't need this 5 and 6 to remember, because this is just a repeat of 1 and 2. All these values here in 5 and 6 is repeat of 1 and 2. If you see, for every value, 1 1 here, 1 1 here, 2 4 here, 2 4 here. So everywhere it's the same. So you don't need to remember this 5 and 6 specifically. So what you need to focus on is only on this section. Only on this section. But again, here also you don't need to hang up anything, because if I say whatever be the highest value, if I divide by 4, I will always get a remainder between 1 2 3. Okay, or it will be a complete power of 4, complete multiple of 4. Irrespective of that cases, you can basically narrow it down to either a power of 1, power of 2, power of 3, power of 4. That's max. So if you know the last digit, you can easily remember what is 7 to the power 4. 7 to the power 4 is 7 square 49, 7 cube 343, and the last digit is 1. So you can do that calculation quickly and take out the number. You don't need to remember this table completely. This is a good way to understand how we are doing it, and I would not recommend you to mug up this table thoroughly. But the other way, you can just divide by 4, get the remainder, and for that remainder, what should be the last digit? That should be of the same last digit. The other, let's take one more quick problem. Let's say we have 879 to the power 523. So this is basically, again, 879, 523, if you divide, it's 130. So 4 into 130 plus 3. So it is same as going to be 9 to the power 3, or the ending digit will be 9. Okay, so that way you can do it. Now there may be someone tell you 10 different formulas for 5. One is for 5, one is for 7, one is for 1, one is for 9, but this is the most generic formula. Divide by 4, whatever you get between 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take the last unit digit and see what power of that unit digit, that power of unit digit, what returns. So if I get 3 other remainder, my unit digit is 9. 9 cube returns me 9. That's my last digit of the whole given number. So this way, I think this is the most generic way to remember the entire thing, and you should be very well be okay with remembering just this rather than 10 different formulas for 10 different ending unit digits. So this is one. Then another type of problem that may come in, let's say I have 2 to the power 57, divide by 10, tell me the remainder. while I do a complete remainder session in the next session and cover the entire remainder theorem, but this does not require a remainder formula or the remainder theorem. So if you see typically every number, if I divide by 10, what you get is the last digit. Let's say 153. You divide by 10, you will get the last digit, which is 3, or the unit digit, which is 3. So if I do 2739 divide by 10, you will get the last digit as 9, or the remainder as 9, I'll say. If you get the remainder, so these are your remainders. Remainder as 3 and 9. So 2 to the power 57 is basically the same way finding the last digit of this number. So 2 to the power 57, what will be the last digit? It will be 2 to the power 4n plus 1 format. 56 is 4n. So if you divide by 4, you will get a 1 remainder. So it's the same as 2 to the power 1, or the last digit is 2. So the last digit is 2, your remainder is also going to be 2. Okay. So that's how you can calculate this values, and from here you will be able to get this. So if someone gives you this kind of a problem, what is the remainder? Understand that they are not asking to find it through remainder theorem, but just by knowing the formula of calculating the last digit, you should be fine with this. So this is about today's session. We talked about how to calculate the last digit, what is the concept of cyclicity, and then give you a generic formula, the easiest formula to remember how to calculate the last digit. If you have any doubt, please feel free to drop a comment in the video, or you can mail me in the mail ID given in the description box. I should be able to guide you, and see you next time with number remainder theorem, and then hopefully wrap the entire number system before we jump into the problems of number system. Okay, have a good day. Thank you. Bye.